through two interrupts, we have 3 Material Appaloosa, a Revolts, and follow-up including the Tri-Brigade that we're going to search off Revolts, as well as a potential Zeus play. Not bad through 2 Handtraps. Hey YouTube, today we're going to be doing a test hand combo video. A few people have requested this, and I thought it was finally time to deliver on that. Also, if you want to know the deck list, this will be the exact list, main deck and extra deck, from my most recent deck profile. So that'll be on screen right now. It should be at the top right of your screen. Check that out if you haven't and you want to know what I'm using. So first of all, we'll shuffle. And just give it a couple riffles. I always pile shuffle. You definitely want to do this when you're playing a combo deck for sure, because as you go through your line, all your cards will be clumped, all your combo pieces will be clumped. So in between every game, you're going to want to pile shuffle, especially if the cards you're siding are clumped as well. But anyways, that should be good. Let's draw the first hand. We've got a Nib, a Bird Call, Cosmic Cyclone, an Imperm, and a Ghost Ogre. Alright, so this is a brick. But bricking with 4 hand traps is exactly where you want to be, especially with this combination or this combination. That alone is basically like an FTK versus every deck. And then if they're combo, or that's assuming they're playing combo, if they are playing some sort of control deck, hopefully the Cyclone and the Imperm and maybe even the Ogre are useful. But either way, like, control is probably not killing you, so it's no big deal. If we're going second, it would be this. And oh wow, that's still no combo, so we're gonna be waiting a while to see some pieces. But hopefully these really powerful hand traps can hold the line. And then can this be combo here? Wow, another Nib. That's not good. Finally, okay. Well, if you made it this far, which hopefully these hand traps could do it, we're just gonna assume it would depend so much on what the game is, but you could just do any of the standard Warbler and Cobalt Sparrow lines that I've shown in my other videos. Of course, if they do have a board, maybe you just want to go right into a Zeus and then do things after. But yeah, we're gonna go on to the next hand. You know, in a deck with as many tech cards as this one has, a hand like that is bound to happen, but I've never seen it where it takes till like the 7th card to have a second combo piece. Anyway, hopefully that's one way to start the video. Hopefully this will be better. Okay. Alright. I don't know what's with this deck today, but so here we would just normal summon Kit, link Kit away for the Almirage, and this is why I have to run that card. Kit effect, of course. Send Nerval effect. Grab yourself another Kit for next turn, and then set the Imperm and pass. Fortunately, like I said in the first hand, a combination of these 2 cards is just super good against any combo deck, or these 2 cards. If you went second, if we went second, I could show something different. But anyway, let's suppose going first. This will almost certainly be enough to hold you over, and then next turn, you can do things exactly the order you do things. Obviously depends on what they did on their turn, but let's just rewind a bit. Pretend that we're going second with this hand. So, first of all, activate Bird Call. If they ash this, then you just do the line that I just showed you with the kit. If they don't ash it, add Warbler, special summon Warbler, normal kit, and then we link 2 for Farragut, kit effects. If they ash it, we're very sad, we're obviously just passing. But yeah, kit effects, send Nerval effect, add another kit. Farragut, special kit, kit effect banishing 2 for cost, specifically the 2 Tri-Brigades, because if we draw a Barrel Canary, we want this in the grave. Go to Bearbrum. And then you can either make a 2 material Apo or a 3 material Apo. A lot of the time it's going to be 3. Sorry about that, I had to do a little cut there because Appaloosa was in a different deck. Anyways, 3 material Appaloosa, Bearbrum, Chainlink 1, Farragut, Chainlink 2. This is if for some reason they save the Ash. If, you know what, giving the opponent the benefit of the doubt, we'll go Farragut, Chainlink 1, Bearbrum, Chainlink 2. If they had Ash, they should have used it already. On the Nerval search. But anyways, yeah, so you could do it the other way to chain block to prevent Bearbrum from getting ashed, but doing it this way allows you to sculpt your hand a bit better, choose what goes on the bottom, and just get the Revolt out of the deck before you draw with Farragut, on the small chance that you draw it off Farragut. But yeah, mostly you just sculpt your hand a bit better by making sure what goes to the bottom stays on the bottom. So yeah, we'll add Revolt, and then supposing you're going into things blind, you don't know what the opponent's running at all. We're going to put the Ogre back to the bottom because Nib Imperm, like I keep saying, should just be FTK versus a lot of decks. And then you have the Ash Blossom as sort of a generic catch-all. So we'll draw a card, and it's Fractal. So here you make a tough decision on if you're willing to give up the Ash in order to keep another starter in hand. Honestly, I think that I will put back the Fractal. If it was a kit or a Nerval, there would be a much better argument for keeping it, because that could set you up for a Keras plus kit play or a Keras plus Nerval play, where you get 2 Tri-Brigade pushes, but Fractal doesn't allow for that, so I think putting it back makes a little bit more sense. Although you could keep it and search a Barrel Canary off of the Omen, which will give you Zeus access if your initial Tri-Brigade play doesn't work out. It's a really tough call, actually. You know, it might be better to put the Ash onto the bottom. So yeah, we'll go to set 2. And now on their turn, we have the wonderful Revolt Apo combo, and also the Nib Imperm combo. And then we guarantee ourselves follow-up. The Omen follow-up and the Fractal follow-up. And then the top card will be more follow-up. So Ash would have been better after all. But oh well. We went the safe route. Obviously the decision-making will always change if you know what the opponent's playing, but for this, we're just assuming going into a blind game 1. I know I just said that I always want to pile shuffle, but that last combo wasn't too intensive. I think a couple of riffles should be sufficient. Okay. Test stand number 3. Oh, that's a great start. Oh, that's already a combo. Ooh, it just gets better. We got a revolt and a nerval. Okay, so this is pretty, like, not awful going second, because these 2 cards are Zeus. Zeus without a normal summon, as well as, honestly, like, more lines that lead to Zeus, because Sparrow can search your Barrel Canary. So going second, the last card is Imperm. That makes this really good going second. Just Imperm, trade with something already on board, search a Sparrow, Warbler summon Sparrow, Sparrow search for either Swallow to summon up the Nerval without normal summoning, or a Barrel Canary, like I just mentioned, to lead to another line of Zeus if they interrupt the first one. And then, of course, you have the tribe effects after that, and after all of that, you still have the Revolt to do things on their next turn. So yeah, really good going second. Going first, I usually my standard line is leading with the Sparrow stuff, and I think that's what's going to be correct here too. So yeah, we'll activate Bird Call. Add a Sparrow. If they ash that, we're just going to go Warbler, special itself, normal Nerval, and then link those two for Farragut. Farragut effect to special. First of all, Nerval search. Nerval search Keras to grant us an extra push. So, like, say if they Imperm here, we can just Keras, pitch Kit, send something, Keras banish 2, and then make an Appaloosa. Or banish 2 for a Bear Broom or Farragut, and then make an Appaloosa, or banish 2 for a well, actually, let's resolve the kit. Sorry, this is a bit scattered. I don't know. I'm just trying to demonstrate how you can adapt to getting hit by certain hand traps. I don't really know the best order to do it in, but again, this is supposing that you've been hit by an Ash and an Imperm. So yeah, Kit will send a Fractal, and then we'll Keras, banish 4. Summon a Shureg. Make a 3 material Appaloosa. We'll do Shureg effect, Farragut effect, Chainlink 1, Shureg effect, Chainlink 2. We're most likely not going to be putting anything from our hand back, because we're going to want to keep the Revolt and the card we search off of Shureg, but this is just sort of to bluff things to our opponent. But anyway, Shureg will search for... what do we want to search for? I think... It's good to either search a Crow, but if you're going into a blind, you don't know if Crow is going to be useful at all in the matchup. Or a Barrel Canary, or a Turquoise Warbler, because when we resolve the Revolt on our turn, we're going to end up putting the Warbler back in the grave. So I think we'll go Barrel Canary. We'll get the draw. Well, I stack that there. We'll get the draw, imperm, put it to the bottom. And yeah. So then through two interrupts, we have 3 material Appaloosa, a Revolts, and follow-up including the Tri-Brigade that we're going to search off Revolts, as well as a potential Zeus play. Not bad through 2 Handtraps. But yeah, let's rewind. Let's say we're not... Oh yeah, so we resolve Bird Call. We're not hit by Ash. We add Sparrow. Resolution, no Droll, because people aren't really main decking that. If you are Drolled, you still get to do things here. It's especially nice that you already have the Revolt. But yeah, we're assuming game 1. Special Warbler. Warbler, special Sparrow. Sparrow effect. Grab the Sapphire Swallow when I can find it. Close to the top. Yeah, grab the Sapphire Swallow. And then we're going to activate the Sapphire Swallow. This is actually a really broken hand if they don't hand trap you at all. Well, as I demonstrated, it's really good even if they do hand trap you, but yeah. I'll show you some of the crazy things they can do if they don't hand trap you. We'll link those two for a Farragut's Nerval effects. Banish the 2 Engrave. For a Bearbrum. And I'm just realizing that this probably shouldn't be in this zone, but oh well. Next, we're going to put down an Appaloosa so that we're safe from nib. If they did nib us earlier, we still have the normal summon. We're going to get a Nerval search, and we still have Revolt, of course. Summon Appaloosa. So now we're safe from nib. Normal kit, banish 2, summon a DDL, and then overlay these 2 for an Ensemble Robin, and we'll set Revolt. So 2 material Appaloosa, a bounce, 2 more bounces, and a Revolt, as well as the Ensemble Robin follow-up, which ideally will grab us a Warbler, so hopefully we can put that back in the grave first. And so the problem here is not enough free zones. So we will have to manage that a little bit by using Dragonlords to send a kit. Possibly get a search, but probably want to save that for Revolt. Anyways, Dragonlords send a kit before we ever activate Revolt. Because now we can Revolt, summon Farragut's, and then summon the 2 birds. And then make the Shrig that way. But yeah, pretty strong. I am going to rewind it and see if I can do things a bit differently. So start out the same way. Grab the Sparrow, summon the Warbler. Warbler, summon the Sparrow. Sparrow, search the Swallow. And then from here, I'm instead going to overlay these for Recital Starling. And then we'll Recital. Search Barrel Canary. Activate Sapphire Swallow. Special those two. Link these two for a Farragut. And then we already have the Revolt, so that makes it good to go into Sure Egg. But then if we go into Sure Egg, we won't get to keep the Sapphire Swallow in play, or in grave rather. So it really depends if you want to get greedy and put an Ensemble on board, or just leave yourself some really good follow-up for next turn with a Zeus. This, of course, is going to be a decision you make on a game-by-game basis, but let's do the stronger turn 1 board. So we'll banish 2, summon a useless Bearbrum, link those for a 3 material Appaloosa, Nerval Chainlink 1, Farragut Chainlink 1, Nerval Chainlink 2. Again, we've not used our normal summon yet. Grab the Karas to our hand. And then we'll get the draw. It's a bird call. Could keep it for next turn. But I think I'm just going to put it back. Then we will use our normal summon. And we'll kit effects. Banish 2 for cost. Yeah, banish those 2 for cost. Summon a double Dragon Lords. Barrel Canary effects, targeting the Sapphire Swallow. Special both those out. For an Ensemble Robin. And Ensemble effects, attach the Sparrow. Yeah, so I'm glad I rewound this, because this is just way better than the initial board was. So similar situation where we got a Dragon Lord send kit before we can resolve the Revolt. We do, however, have the Karas in hand, so we're gonna kit send Nerval, search a kit, and that leads to great follow up next turn. Let me show how that plays out. So they'll normal summon a card. Let's say it's Prank Kids. If you stop their normal summon, you're in a good spot. But let's say they have everything. They'll start. They don't open with the right, or sorry, they don't open with the Enchantress, because then Apple could negate it. So let's say they open with the right of Aramesir. Aramesir, grab the spell card. Spell card gets them to the Griffin. And the token, they summon the Griffin. Okay. We will then they go to normal summon a Prank. Well, actually, when they summon the Griffin, we'll just Ensemble bounce. Honestly, when they summon the token, we'll Ensemble bounce. Yeah, no, this board is just absolutely broken. Let's suppose, I don't know, even if they like Imprimer, Chalice the Robin, even if they droplets a bunch of stuff, this is just so good. But I won't even get into it. We'll just DDL, just know that you want to DDL send the kit, not use the kit effect, so that when you activate Revolt, you can summon the Farragut that's in the grave, Nerval that's banished, and the Turquoise, and now you make the Shurag that way. You get the Shurag effect and the Nerval, put Shurag Chainlink 2 to chain block, get the banish. If this ever leaves the field, you add back Barrel or you add back Turquoise, which is going to get you Zeus plays next turn. Off of the Nerval search, you get yourself a kit, because if they somehow clear all of that crazy board, you're going to have this, like one of these two, but again, we're assuming they clear everything, so you'll prefer this. Plus a random card. You Keras, send kit, dump, Nerval search, Fractal. So now you got the Keras to banish 4 and get a Shurag banish, or banish 3, link climb into access code. So they're good. If they're a good player, they're going to negate this, so that you can't do those things, or they're going to somehow prevent you from getting into the access code and or Shurag. Okay, they do that. Cool. Fractal, do it again. If they somehow negate that, I'm just realizing this shouldn't be Warbler in this case. If it's Warbler, you open with a Zeus play. Warbler, summon Sparrow, search something, all that. If this is a Canary in your hand, you sequence things the way I sequence it. I'm sorry, it's nearly 3 a.m. and I'm I'm not playing at my peak. Okay. Anyways, Canary. Let's say they stop both these access code Shurag pushes. Canary, summon Sparrow. Sparrow search, you follow up. It's gonna be a Crow, a Nerval, or another Turquoise Warbler, just depending on the specific game state. Then you go Assemble Nightingale, attack directly, make Zeus, and you still have the other card in your hand. Alright, spent a long time on that hand. Let's try to get through things a bit more quickly. Thanks for watching. If you want to see anything like this again, please do let me know. Anything else you want to see, also let me know in the comment section. Make sure you leave a like if you appreciate this. Again, I'm sorry if it was very scattered. I hope you still found it useful. Thanks for watching.